Do people just sit there aroused without masturbating when reading erotic novels? Yes. I'm storing the horny for future use. Depends on how far you want to make it into the novel. Yeah, I'm usually too concentrated on reading to stop to masturbate. Most of the time, yes. And most of the time, sex later with my husband will feel mighty good. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. No, and that's why I'm not allowed at Barnes & Nobles anymore. My husband read a short erotic story out loud while I wrote him. It was the hottest sex we've ever had. His moans of pleasure while reading OMG. Yeah, if I masturbated as often as I read a steamy piece of erotica I'd probably have much more muscle definition lol. Yes, I'm way too invested in the book to do anything else lol. But my BF did say that we're having more sex since I've started reading smut, so I guess all that energy has to go somewhere. Pretty much always. I don't usually get too horny while reading. I'm distracted by the story. I find it best practice when reading on a bus. Some even do it with soft porn too, feeling aroused sometimes better. I sometimes also sit there and not immediately go all in on some meme stock when I read financial news articles. Yep, I was trying to explain this to someone. It's the same titillation I get when reading a really good thriller. It's just a brain physical stimulation that's really enjoyable without needing a sort of physical release. It took me literal years to figure out that you're supposed to feel physical arousal when reading erotica. Yeah, reading smut is amazing. I can read a whole novel without masturbating. Do I actually do that? Absolutely not. I said I cannot that I did depending on the book. It's difficult for me to go through the whole thing and not do something about it. I just read the smut because I like the connection and how they behave when fucking. I don't get aroused from it. It's like when you have two figurines and smoosh them together to kiss. Reading about sex is cute to me. And if I do get aroused, I don't care. I'm there to read lol. For me it depends on the sex-story ratio. If something actually has a very good storyline, I just want to go on reading to see what happens next. If the story is PWP porn without plot, I usually know why I'm reading it in the first place. Also, you guys try AO3. There's a ton of extremely high-quality fanfiction and original work with varying degrees of smutness. Depends. Sometimes I call my BF over or I sneakily masturbate. It's always fun to tell him how many orgasms I had without him noticing. Yeah, for the part that my GF is reading me, I get aroused and shiz too, but nothing much, and it feels good.